Welcome back to the third part of this tutorial. So the next thing I want to do now is right underneath here I'm going to create checkbox. So let's take it down right here. The first checkbox is going to be where it says self dot chk airport tags, right, equals check button is called, right, and the check button is going to be right inside travel frame, the text content on it. So I'm going to call that airport, paste that in there. So just change that to airport tags, paste that in there, airport tags, that is text content on it. Then the variable, text variable, so I'm going to copy this, let's paste that there. That is going to be 1. I'm going to put my very first one, comma, on value equals 1, and the off value, that's going to be 0, comma, and the text, the font, let's make the font 16, 14 might be too small, 16, and so grid equals row number 3 and column 0, column equals 0, comma, strictly west there. Okay, let me try this out and see how that is going to look like. Then I can just speed up the rest. Oh, there's a comma missing here. Run it again. There we go, that is it right there. Can you see that? So let's add a text box there, and this text box I'm just going to disable it, but let's get a text box. I believe I've created some. I'm gonna copy this, take it down, paste it right underneath here. That's the very first text box for this, and the name of this text box is going to be airport tags. Change that to airport tags, txt airport tags. Get it indented. If this column is 3 and this one is going to be column 3 1. Now let's modify it. It's inside frame, travel frame. The font is 14. Variable is going to be airport tags. Text variable is airport tags. That is fine. This is fine. Now the states, let's come in here and say state. The state is like when you say enable equals true or false, so equals disabled, yeah, that is it, and there. So let me run this and see how that will look like, then we can speed up the whole system. Now we have an error. Let's see, airport tax is not defined. Oh, I'm going to copy that then. Let's go and define our airport tax. How come I did not define the airport tax? Oh, wrong spelling. It is defined but wrong spelling. There we go. Airport tax is now officially defined. And what is? Let's see, what did I enter in here? Yeah, here. There's still an error here. Right. That is it. Okay, you can see that. So I will only be able to enable this with this checkbox. So I'm now going to speed that up. So come right down here. What I just need to do now is copy all of these, copy it, paste, and change the names around. Paste, and I'll change the names around. Right, so this is how it's looking now. Take a good look at it from here down, and I'm now going to run it. There. So we are almost there. Close that. Now the next thing we want to do is right here we need to enter the payment information. So let me just enter payment information there. Right. So all I need to do in there is just to create the widgets for label and text there. And right here I just ordinary label and entry. Okay, it's exactly the same way I've created the one up here. Alright, so let's run it so that you see what I'm talking about. There we go. That's it. Then the other one is I'm going to copy some of these and just create some other checkbox here. So let's come up here and copy those checkbox. Copied. Alright, those are the other widget for the other checkbox and the entry widget. So let's run it. Have a good look at it before I run it. There we go. There. Now the design of the whole interface is almost ready. So all that is left for us to do is to take care of here and add some buttons there. So close that. Now right underneath here I'm going to add my buttons. But first thing first, let's add a receipt there. So here we have a receipt. And here it's going to be buttons. So for the receipt, so that's going to be inside a widget called text. So self.txt receipt equals text, and this text is going to be inside receipt frame. Is called, that is the name of my frame. I call it receipt frame. So, and the width is going to be 60. We can always reduce that. Height is going to be 21. And what about the font? Copy this. Paste that in there. There. and the receipt is going to be in column 00 anyway, so let's copy this, paste that in here, change this to this receipt, and this is 0 and 0 there. Let's run this receipt and see how it's going to look like. There we go, that's my receipt on board. 21, I think that is too much. Okay, we'll do something about that anyway. Let's reduce the font on it. Maybe that will make it much better. Let's come back down and see. Yeah, that's more like it. With the font reduced, that's much better. Okay, so all we need to now do is to add our buttons. Now right underneath here, I'm going to add my button. The very first one is going to be known as self dot btn total. btn total equals button, and this button is inside button frame. Right, let's get it packed. That will be 18, border is 7, then the font let's go for about 16 for now. The width equals 4. Text content on it, that is total. Right, comma. Oh, let's close that for now, and okay, let's just say liquid. Just enter that in there. That is going to be in 00 as well. So that's for the very first button. So if I run it now, let's run it, then we can just copy and paste the others. That's my very first button there. See that, guys? Now we're getting somewhere. Okay, you see this button? I'm gonna get rid of that. So let's go up there and get rid of that. That says button. There, that is it. Or I can leave it there. Let's see how it's going to look like. If it continue giving problem, we'll get rid of it. Copy this. We need 3 more. 2, that's 4 in total. And this is going to be column 1, 2, and 3. This is going to be exit. And the name is BTN exit. This is going to be reset. And the text on it is reset. And the other one is going to be reset. Let's reset, and the text is going to be reset. Alright, that's all my button done. So let's run it and see how it's going to look like. There, those are all my buttons in place. That's good. Alright, so just a little bit of modification. Alright, now, but none of them are doing anything. Okay, Just to improve the design and give me more room, I'm going to get rid of this button, get rid of this border there on the receipt. So let's come right up here. Button, get rid of all of these. I don't need them. There. Okay, that's that gone. And this, we don't need that border as well. Get rid of that. Yeah. And get rid of this. Okay, let's run it and see how it's gonna look like now. There should be more room for us. There we go, guys. That is much better. Okay, that's beautiful. Okay then. Alright, apart from the space here, I can always come in here and just add 1 or 2 space and space. So that should help to improve the appearance of that. Okay, that's not bad. Good. So now let's write some or define some functions to take care of all of this. Now the very first one, the very first function I'm going to define will be for exit. So right here, let's come right down here. We're going to enter the very first one. So let me just break it up. There, and I'll just call it defined function. There. So the very first one, let's say def I exit, and for I exit equals tk inner dot message box dot ask yes no. So the title is travel management systems, comma. So the question is going to be confirm if you want to exit. Close that. And use an if statement. If I exit greater than 0. Now root dot destroy. Return. There. So that's the very first function taken care of. So this, I'm going to call this using a method called command. So come right down here where we have the button, enter a command there, and just say command equals I exit. So if I run that now, click confirm if you want to exit, no. Click confirm if you want to exit, yes. That's it, exit is working. Now let's take care of another one. This one I'm going to call it reset. So let's come in here. I'm going to put in here, it's going to be known command equals reset. There. So come right up here, right underneath exit. Let's define another function. It's called reset. So for it to reset, I just want you to reset everything we have in here. so I'm going to copy all of these, reset all of these to 0, paste, and reset these ones as well. Everything we have in here, copy them. Okay, and paste all of this in here. Okay, there we go. Those are the functions, or that's the function for resets. Take it from up here, bring it down. Okay, come right down. Yeah, and there. And this is to set all of these to 0 value. Okay, all of that is done. So let's come into run. There we go. Okay, if I enter, let's say I enter anything in there, check all of these, enter some value in here, right, and enter whatever I want in there. Click on reset. There we go, all done. So guys, with that I'm going to call it the end of the third part of this tutorial. I'll see you guys shortly.